Paranoid bitch, I'm tweaking, locking myself in my home, and I don't wanna go to no parties, little baby, so don't send invites to my phone. She say I'm an asshole for no reason, cause I just wanna be left.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy Unruly here, back at it again with another video, and in today's video we are going to break down the new Season 9 Legacy patch notes. We're going to go through, we're going to read the entire set of patch notes. You guys are going to get my opinion on everything involved in the patch notes, from weapon balancing, the bow check bow, arenas, Valkyrie's fully exposed kit now that we know everything that she does. I'm also going to talk over some of the things that I saw in the playtests. Unfortunately, I am not a big enough creator, so I was never invited to do the playtest. So I'm very jealous of those people who got to play in the playtest. I know a couple pros from TSM, a couple content creators from SOAR. I even saw that there was some Warzone and Destiny content creators invited to this thing. So a sprinkle of everyone got to see the new season and get to develop their opinions and bring the hype to Apex Legends, especially because it's going beyond the Battle Royale. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys have been showing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are new here and you haven't already considered subscribing, please hit the subscription button, ring the bell notification right next to it so you'll know I'll never miss a video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so we have the patch notes here. I blew it up pretty big so you guys can see it in the opposite panel window, so that way my face cam's not blocking everything. So yeah, so they did a developer stream. They go in depth with Valkyrie there. If you guys want to see that, I'm not going to watch it. So here we are with arenas. They start out with arenas here. Arenas, the new game mode, 3v3. Eliminate your enemies on the round. Know where to run, know where to hide, the smaller map, etc. Custom maps tailored to the close combat. First team to win 3 rounds with at least a 2-point lead. They will have the honor of participating in Ash's favorite part of the game, sudden death. There's a blog for it. Party Crasher is one of the maps. That's Mirage Voyage. I had a hunch that this was actually going to be a map, so there it is right there. Pretty cool. He crashes the boat. There was a teaser with him talking about with his insurance company crashing the boat, so that was a teaser for this map. Phase Runner. They said the lore behind this one is that they were developing the Phase Runner technology before Olympus, so you get to see one of these bad boys. Second of our custom maps, and the largest, you'll fight in a hidden experimental zone at the peak of a mountain where a prototype Phase Runner is ready for use. This map gives you a lot of space to maneuver. A lot of the pros said this is one of their favorite maps too. We also have World's Edge. We have a World's Edge map. We have Gardens. This doesn't surprise me at all because Gardens is like pretty split, 50-50 in between. Artillery does not surprise me either, split 50-50 in between. I don't know how this one is done. Probably, I don't know, maybe team spawn at each side here, like at the house and over on the ledge here, and then they can fight in the middle. Not quite sure. In addition, 2 new maps, 3 are from the BR and will be thrown in a bi-weekly rotation, giving you 5 maps. Artillery, Thermal Station, and Golden Gardens from Olympus. So let's talk about Valkyrie. Kari Amahara, I think is how it's pronounced. They said it in the trailer, but Daughter of Viper. Daughter of Viper, if you are a Titanfall 2 fan, Titanfall in general fan, you know one of the Apex Predators, Viper, who you do, spoiler alert, kill as Jack Cooper in the Titanfall 2 campaign. This is a daughter. She can use her jetpacks to repetition to high places, limited fuel, and cannot use weapons while flying. I believe this is your space bar or your jump button. I think you jump and hold, I believe. That's what it feels like. The tactical, the Swarm, is a cluster of mini rockets to disorient and damage enemies. Through the playtesting, I noticed that they do like 25 damage cap per rocket, and the stun is similar but a little bit weaker than getting hit with an arc star. I watched TSM Abralele use her, and that's what I saw. The skydive to reposition, basically her ultimate is a jump tower. This is really, really good. I think this is very viable and competitive, so you can maneuver around the map. I think ranked, she's going to be very good for ranked to move around. and worst comes to worst, you need to get the heck out of there, you take your teammates with you. She has recon, so she can scan beacons. She also has a passive when she's flying or hovering above, she can scan enemies, so that's also good. The new bow. Everyone's talking about the Bocek bow. It is pronounced Bocek right there. I believe it was named after one of the developers. So it's a compound bow. It comes with 2 hop-ups. I noticed in the playtest, again, I was watching TSM Arbolily's POV, so I could link the video for you guys down below. You can stack the hop-ups. It comes with 2 hop-ups. I'm sure it's in the patch notes here. One turns the arrows into a shotgun burst tip, and the other one is more of a rapid-fire hop-up, so you could shoot the bow a little bit faster. New ammo type of arrows is a unique weapon and more rare on the battlefield, but fires arrows that'll stick to surfaces and remain in the world for players to pick back up and reuse. This I did not know. I'm glad this is a thing. You can actually pick the arrows back up. That's crazy. So if you whiff and you shoot a wall or whatever and you go around and you kill that guy, you can pick your arrows back up. You can put the HCOG Classic, Hollow, HCOG, 1 to 2 variable, and the 3x optics on there. So that's good. I had a concern that you couldn't put sights on it because the iron sight is kind of yucky. In my opinion, it kind of reminds me of the default R9, and you guys know my favorite R9 skins don't consist of that R9 iron sight at all. Again, here's the shatter caps. This is the shotgun rounds. Deadeye's tempo is so you could shoot it faster. A Lost Fleet update to Olympus. This is actually really important for everything, so it's actually crazy, the map changes that you're about to see here. Mysterious fleet of ships are on the way. I brought an otherworldly parasitic plant that has begun to take root along the surface of the lead ship. The Icarus has docked with the city and changed the landscape for good. Fight through the claustrophobic halls of the ghost ship, search for a corpse for a mystery key card, and walk out the last one standing. Okay. So, to explain that a little bit more, a couple of these ships, the ship does dock and the plant comes off the top of the ship here. There is multiple parts of this location inside this ship, which is at the back of the energy area between Fight Night. Energy Depot would be over here, and this is, I always forget this POI, but it's right here. Oh, excuse me, no, this is the other one. Okay, so this is Bonsai Towers. This is the, what is this one? I forget this POI. This is the sniper area where they get all the that stuff. And instead of, like, the whole open flat area back here where the houses were, you get this. You get the new Akara ship. In here, you have key cards on dead passengers or dead scientists. You get those key cards. There's a vault. It's like getting the vault key on World's Edge from the cargo bots and opening Loba's vault. That's what this is. And there's a couple of these changes to the POI as well. There's an update for the map there. Starter kits. We're now landing with helmet, armor, knockdown shield, and split heals. This is very good because I'm sick and tired of getting punched out off drop. I will pick up a gun and your punches do more than my bullets, and it just makes me angry. Just makes me super angry. So this is very good in my opinion, especially because of the armor meta changes in the past, and guns being really strong now. Really strong. So this is good. Player will start out, consist of level 1 Evo, helmet, knockdown shield, 2 shells, 2 syringes. They removed... excuse me. They removed the helmets and knockdown shields from the loot pool, all level 1. Spawn chances for level 1 Evos in the loot pool has been significantly reduced. So you could still end up picking white Evos off the ground, which is good for armor swap potential, and those rare situations, but you won't be seeing them too often, which is good. Of course, when I don't know if you get redeployed. If you get redeployed, say like you die, you get your banner, drop back. I don't know if you get dropped with this stuff again, so maybe this is why this remained in the game. They also rebalance the loot pool with higher level versions of items that will appear nearly the same as they do now, but other items will appear more often. Weapons, ordnances, heals. Okay, so increase the level of the items. Same spawn rate. They wanted to take a crack at improving the loot in the game, while its significant goal was to picking up loot and feel more impactful during the game. This is because everyone loved locked and loaded loot. Everyone loved locked and loaded loot. Blue armor and above? Sheesh! That's why they're doing that. Keeping level 1s in loot fill to albeit a lower spawn chance. Okay, so they needed that. This is a placement item, essentially. And shield swapping shenanigans. See? Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. I'm a developer now. I'll take a salary contract anytime. New thing, emotes are being added. This is something that I was surprised they didn't add a long time ago, because all the other BRs have emotes, but again, not all the other BRs had dive trails and dive animations. So, you know, Apex Legends pick and chose their battle because they reinvented some of the things, or invented the wheel in many ways. Oh, she's playing golf with the skull. That's funny. Yeah, so these emotes are nice. That's sick. That's actually sick. I didn't see that. Emotes, we'll have one emote unlocked at launch and additional emotes obtained through packs and crafting them. That's nice. You can use it at the winner's podium. I believe they're going to talk about it. Since the emote kicks you back in third-person view, we know some folks are already thinking about corner peeking. Competitive integrity is still paramount, so you cannot corner peek with an emote. Here, they show it here. So here's you peeking with that enabled. Actually, I have this flipped. They have this flipped. So this is... Oh, okay, so if it's anti-peek disabled, you can see the guy on the other side of the rock. If it is enabled, which I think the wording's weird, you can't see the guy hiding behind the rock, as you see here. I'm glad that they added that. Battle Pass. These skins are sick. These skins are absolutely sick. This gives me like a Chi vibe. The Wraith Devil one and the Yokai Rampart one. Really nice. Crafty Kitsune and the Demon's Whisper. Those are nice Battle Pass skins that you guys will get. Low profile no longer exists. Thank God. Wraith mains, lifelines, which... Honestly, I never really noticed the effect on Lifeline because she had that shield. And Watson, Pathy, they took it away from Pathy a little bit earlier. This is fantastic. I was genuinely tired of double negative engagements, and what I mean by double negative engagements, as in Wraith and Gibby. Okay, so Gibby has gun shield, Gibby has reduced, and I have low profile, meaning he blocks more damage from me. He takes less damage for me, and he does increased damage for me. And those, in my opinion, are double negative fights, which is just naturally not fair. And people can argue that the hitbox was really small for Wraith, or whatever your argument is. It doesn't matter. In my opinion, that the hitbox is considered based off of Wraith's playstyle, or any of the low-profile Legends playstyle. You're more often in their face. Lifeline didn't really affect her because she had that knockdown shield, or the res shield, so she basically had a half Gibby bubble when she was resing teammates for free, so I never really dealt with Lifeline's low profile. And Watson having low profile never made sense. She has a giant generator on her back. The only reason that she would really need low profile is if you're shooting at her feet. Nobody shoots at your feet. So no more double negative fights. Wraith had an hitbox increase. Lifeline and Watson. After a successful experiment with Wraith's hitbox, we are now confident that we solved the balancing issues between smaller and larger legends through changes in their kits and hitboxes. Finally, time low profile can go away. And now we segue into Lifeline change. No longer deploys the shield. She can revive 2 players at the same time now. That's crazy. But can now cancel active reses in progress to allow your teammate to defend themselves. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Doc heal drone rate increases 5 to 8. Deployment time between healing is reduced roughly 30%. Okay, so she gets a buff to the heal, but she gets it less often. Care package cooldown from 6 to 5, and now guarantees body, equipment, and weapon. They did this playtesting through that event, the care package event. Octane's cooldown for stims is 4 to 1, so you can stim all the time as Octane. But here's the catch. You're fucking killing yourself the entire time doing so. So, as some top content creators and Octane players have said, is they don't want to stim into fights anymore, they want to stim during fights. And they don't want you to stim around the map because, again, you are taking an increased amount of damage, increased bullet spread while in the air, and shooting for launch pad trajectory. This is ouch. This is a big nerf for Octane. Because it's already hard to hit someone while you're flying on a launch pad. Okay, it's really hard, especially a controller. It is really hard to launch pad into somebody and shoot them accurately. Those who watch the streams, it's tough. It's tough. And on top of the stim, the only reason Octane gained popularity is because of Revenant Octane pushes. They gave him a little bit of love to gain his popularity, and now that everyone's running him, they're gonna nerf him into the dirt. Truly unfortunate. This is a bane to all Octane's existence. Is they decrease this stim, but they increase more of the health. So what's the point in wanting to stim every second if you're just going to stim yourself to death? Especially when they're not going to increase the heal time. Big nerf, big nerf. Continues to perform really well after the latest changes. Do well. Frequency of the jump pad. It's tough. That's tough. Loba can now run and slide full speed while aiming with the bracelet. She'll no longer be slowed after translocating. This is what Loba should have had at the beginning. There's no reason, a logical explanation why she needs to inspect her bracelet while she's putting it on her hand before pulling out a gun. This is what Loba should have been off lunch. She has never been strong since launch. In my opinion, she's useless as a pick in general. Even with the black market, you only get 2 items out of it, still useless. Horizon changes, gravity lift, reduced speed by 30%, so you go up slower. You're there. I mean, in my opinion, I haven't had problems tracking a horizon going up, so you're gonna get beamed more often. Not reduced side-to-side acceleration. This is your tap strafe. This is your AD strafe. This is your left, right. And it can sit at the top to 2 seconds. Increased cooldown from... that seems harsh. Will now get zapped by Watson's pylons. This should never been changed. Horns, or Gabe, or Spider, whoever you want to call it. He's a Watson main. When we playtested Horizon, originally Watson would intercept her stuff. They shadow buffed this back in the day. They removed that, so her Newt would fly through past your gens. Her Q wouldn't be intercepted when she's on top of you. Watson was useless to Horizon. Since adding this, I don't think this needed to be that bad. This is a big hit for Horizons, and I don't really like Horizons, but that's a big hit for the character kit. Fuses knuckle cluster, stacks 2 nades, reduced cooldown. So you can get cluster or knuckle cluster in 20 seconds, and you get 2. This is because of Valkyrie's tactical. She basically has 12 knuckle clusters. Smoke launcher, they buffed Bangalore smoke again. Why they changed it, I don't know, but they buffed it again. Inadvertently thinned them out. There you go. Bloodhound no longer receive assists in ranked. That's all it is. Hubs assists don't really matter, but ranked is how you got your RP. Crypto's drone can now scan and open care packages, and you can no longer use a drone to hijack a respawn beacon that is already in use. This never happened to me, but I'd be pissed, so I'm glad they did this. Marksman category. This I anticipated this very much. Why they have the bow check bow in here twice, I don't know. But yeah, I anticipated this because of the repeater coming in. It did not feel like an assault rifle. No reason to be in the assault rifle category. Or maybe it was sniper. Scout's not a sniper. It wasn't really a sniper. It was a sniper shotgun. It makes sense. Put it in between. Marksman. It's the theme. Okay, so that wasn't an assault rifle category. It doesn't make sense. Exactly. In my opinion, the repeater needs a buff. So we're going to see that because they changed the hop-ups, and 3030 repeater does get the same hop-ups as the Bocek bow does, so we'll see that. But a good time to introduce weapon category, yada yada yada. We're increasing the movement speed while ADS. Okay, so that makes sense. They were at sniper speeds, but now they're at AR speeds. Additionally, we have done some targeting normalization and hip fire spread amounts. Supply drop rotation. Peacekeeper. Oh, I can't wait to talk about the Peacekeeper with you guys. Triple take going in. Peacekeeper out of supply drop and take in. Of course, any supply drop changes, these weapons will have their stats updated. Crate weapon drop rates. Since the exchange to the shotgun with a marksman weapon, now is a good time to rebalance drop rates. Kraber will spawn less often in early game and more often mid to better accommodate its power. The triple take will be the most common early game crate, and the Prowler being the most prominent late game crate weapon. I still hate getting the Prowler in the care package, and they do late game because circles are smaller. Fully kitted weapon rotation. I really hope they don't put the 4-10 on the Sentinel. Fully kitted R9, same thing as before. Hemlock's going to be the same thing. Wingman's going to be the same thing. And the Bocek bow, I believe, had the bruiser on it when I saw Lulu's perspective with the bow. And these guys are going out. Thank God, no more gold Spitfire. Respawn, I don't know what you're doing with that. Longbow, didn't really care for it. Gold 301, I'm going to miss. Gun's nasty. Gold Beak, I'm going to miss. Repeater, never cared for. Scatter caps can go on the repeater and the Bocek bow. This is a buff that the repeater needs because it is awful at close range. Deadeye's Tempo bow can be attached to the Sentinel and the Bocek bow. Sentinel buff. Thank you, Respawn. But they took out Skull Piercer and Hammer Points. For assault rifles, they reduced the headshot multiplier, so no more getting fried like that. Which is a minor nerf to the Hemlock Flatline Havoc 301. PK comes back. PK is strong. It comes with the precision choke by default. I noticed this during the playtest that I was watching from Avalale's perspective. This is insane. Reduced the pellets to 10 to 9. Increased rechamber time. Not that bad, not that bad. Reload time increased. Just don't empty the PK. Just don't empty it. Pellet spread increased in general. This is still quickly loses charge after ADSing. This is going to be the shotgun meta. I don't see people picking up the Mastiff unless they absolutely have to. EVA 8 is going to be irrelevant again. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. The Peacekeeper is going to be a reliable shotgun. The choke comes out. I'm seeing people do 98, 102 with the choke if you hit all your pellets. This is the shotgun that we've been asking for. Oh, reliable back. I am so over the Mastiff and underperforming. EVA 8 hits for 7s or no regs at point blank range. Really bad. Triple take will come with 9 rounds, 63 ammo, increased fire rate, fully charged reduced to 1 second, retains charge briefly after ADSing, movement speed, increased spread while airborne. Havoc's recoil controllability earlier in the pattern. This is good. Although, trick for the Havoc is to hip fire into an ADS when shooting. Recoil's fine. But you didn't hear that from me. Spitfire reduced recoil controllability early aim. This is the only nerf for it. Spitfire is too strong, boasting good damage output with low recoil. I'm glad they added a recoil to it, but it's stupid strong. People are going to learn the recoil pattern, and people are still going to absolutely obliterate you. 30-30 repeater, increased leg damage. That's good. Movement speed during ADS is good as well. I'm going to have to relearn the shot, probably. Scatter caps are going to be nice with it, though. G7 scout, move speed increase, hipfire spread size, reduce accuracy to more in line with other marksman rifles. So hipfire change, not bad. Longbow increased headshot multiplier. That's gonna hurt. Increased headshot multiplier for the wingman. That's because hammer point rounds are, skull piercer's leaving. Makes sense. Peak increase from 4 to 6. Move 2 pellets inward in the blast pattern. Okay, so the spread's gonna be tighter. So instead of like this, it's gonna be like this. That's a very weird. It's gonna be from this to this. If that makes sense to you guys. P20 increased bullet damage and lowered the fire rate. I feel like that hurts a little bit because of. We'll see. That kind of hurts because P20 hammers was nice. Arc stars movement speed, or aim and movement slow removed from initial stick. This is good because arc stars are broken. Quality of life changes, sorting badges. I heard about this one, not that bad. When looting death boxes, can see health bars for everyone on the team. I guess that's cool. Favorited challenges, not bad. Just keep track. Pressing and holding F2, bring the ability description. Okay. First challenge reroll of the day is free. That's cool. Rerolling challenges. Rerolling challenges will allow you to choose either BR focused or arena focused. This is good. Probably do BR focused mostly. Hollow sprays, quips, emotes can be favorited. Club invites version 2. You can now include what you want to play when you send your club party invites. So it'll be like, Unruly wants to play Battle Royale, invite sent. Unruly wants to play a 3v3 arena, invite sent. Ranked fixed edge cases where abandonment penalty would be incorrectly applied due to server errors. This is good. I'm tired of DCing during ranked or servers getting DOSed occasionally. This doesn't happen in lower tier ranks, but I noticed as soon as I hit diamond, a lot of server crashes, a lot of cheaters, yada yada yada. It's just stupid. It's stupid. Flight path adjustments, removing edge dropship patterns to prevent matches where large portions of the map receive little to no traffic. These screenshots have been shown below in comparison. Okay, this is them sending it through the middle of the map. That is a lot of flight patterns. But yeah, this is good. This is good, centering the map. The dropship should always go through the center of the map. Pros have said it, content creators have said it. It should always go through the middle of the map. That way, teams can evenly disperse out. I hate flight patterns, like this one on the edge here that comes straight down through here, that everyone hot drops on this side, and you have to stretch all the way out here to get a half-decent landing spot. And even in public matches, to do the same thing, because we're not trying to die off the rip, we'll try to land at a second POI close to a clustered one and try to third party all that to get kills and loot. This right side, this is good because it's going through center of the map more, as you can tell by the little box that forms here, and then how small the box forms here. That means more flight patterns going through. It's good. Ring update. Pre-shrink time reduced. Okay, so rings are going to shrink faster, is what I'm seeing here. Reduced second close time to 40 seconds. 20 to 40. Essentially, rings are coming faster. Games are going to get faster. And that's probably because of the arena mode being fast, but we'll see. Pathfinder. Gas traps and jump pads will no longer float in the sky when placed next to a zip line. Didn't know that was the thing. Slight wall bumps no longer inadvertently cancel rates tactical. This is good. This is good. I'm tired of tripping over a lip or stepping over a lip and it cancels my Q and I die. Mirage decoys no longer die after a tick of thermite damage. Didn't know this thing. Octane will no longer get stuck and disappear when they bounce off the pads. Death totems will no longer bounce when jump pad is placed under it. Who does that? Players will no longer have weapons drawn if they are knocked as they enter the Fight Night arena via jump pad. Didn't know that was a thing either. Was that how people got into the ring with guns? They took a jump pad? I never knew how they did it, but Jesus, updated how to correctly remove his leg, which it was used for being helicoptering. I like how the word helicoptering is a thing. Watson, fix an extended prompt. The watch fits no longer appear during situations. Hot drop skin will no longer block view when reloading the Sentinel. That's tough. Fix more areas where load bracelet fails. Red-handed skin on consoles will now properly reanimate. Her shit does not work on Kings Canyon at all. They need something to do with that one. Mobile respawn beacon will now proper collision with amped cover. Jumping on and off a damaged Sheila will no longer transfer the flame effect to your weapon. I didn't know that was a thing, but they probably did this just to make the gun look cool. Horizon players will no longer be able to have weapons drawn if they are knocked, enter the fight ring via gravity lift. So you suckers were grav lifting and padding into the fight night ring with guns. You guys are sick. Will no longer block view, use certain skins. I only use this on the R9, honestly, so I've never seen that. Newt not getting refunded if immediately dies due to a bad spot. Hollow sight will no longer block view, certain skins refuse. Flatline, part of the iron sight will be displayed over the whole weapon. Sheesh. Can toggle fire modes. Supply drop prowler can now toggle fire modes. You could do that before. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what they mean by this. Sentinel, move tooltips to overlap icons. Fix graphical issue with swapping to Sentinel. I don't know graphic. I literally hot swap the Sentinel all the time. I don't know what they're talking about there. Fix menu issues. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's about it. Server beacons will appear on the map when teammates are respawned. Interesting. So there is the patch notes. There is my really long spiel about patch notes. My thoughts and opinions for the season. Arena is going to be insane for people. It's going to be insane for everyone. It's going to bring a whole new player base. Warzone has been struggling lately with contents and updates like Apex Legends is about to do, so a lot of creators are switching over. I know personally Soar Big E has recently switched over to Apex for the full time, for the most time. So a lot of light is being shined on Apex, especially with this arena mode. The new legend, from what I've been told from content creators like iTemp, from Hodsick, who is Team Liquid's coach, and a few other creators, is Valkyrie is not going to be as much in arena based off of certain strategies compared to the BR. She's very strong in the BR. Movement with her is insane, retaking high ground. Similar, she's going to be like how Pathfinder was day one, being able to do all kinds of crazy crap. She's going to be that. The Peacekeeper is going to be the go-to shotgun. From what I saw, the bow is a faster Sentinel. Does 70 to the body if it's charged. Up close to personal, uncharged, I've seen 54s, 45s, lower numbers. The bow is going to be really high skill gap, low floor gap. Along with that, the Peacekeeper being back, we finally have a reliable shotgun. Map changes. They're doing things with jump towers to avoid third parties. I've read an article on that. There's something that's very important that they're doing. And I'm happy that they're actually focusing on the third party matter. Some developers have tweeted out saying about gunshot audio changes, especially that new area of the map that I showed you with the ship coming in. That area of the map, the Sniper Valley, they like to call it, that area of the map, gunshot audio is getting changed. If you remember when Season originally launched, how Waterfalls had no freaking audio, they're doing audio changes, they're doing rotational changes to avoid those third parties. Now, in order to do certain, like, jump tower third parties that you were this season, you're going to have Valkyrie in order to do that in this season. So a lot of good things or changes. I wish I saw a Spitfire damage change because it's still strong, but they added a recoil pattern similar to how during Season 3 when the Havoc was absolutely broken. You could see that with the Spitfire. So all good changes in my opinion. I am extremely jealous of everyone who got to playtest this because we still have to wait another 5 days for this. But again, not that big of a content creator. But one day we'll be able to do so. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I can't explain it as much as I possibly could. That all the love and support you guys have been showing me, it has been fantastic. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are new here and you watch this entire video, because it's going to be a lengthy one, thank you. I appreciate you. If you are new here and you haven't hit that sub button, I greatly appreciate it if you did. Hit the bell notification so you know when I upload the next video. And I'll catch you guys later.